Hello everyone, Ace here, and we are back with my Let's Play of the German campaign of Empire Earth. So, the last mission was Cavalry of the Sky, which means today we are going to be doing Supply and Demand. This is actually going to be a rather interesting little mission. You're going to notice a few missions that are actually a little bit more on the bizarre side. It actually reminds me a bit of Preparations for Invasion, although in the reverse role, kind of. But yeah, it is going to be an interesting mission. There's no doubt about that. So let's jump right in.
Britain's naval blockade against Germany is taking its toll. Germany's high seas fleet is well built, but it is no match for the British fleet, especially in their home waters. To break the blockade, the high seas fleet opts to lure enemy vessels back to friendly waters where they can be sunk piecemeal. In a stroke of luck for Germany, the Brits have replaced Winston Churchill as First Lord of the Admiralty. Perhaps his successor will be more susceptible to German ploys. The Kaiser and the War Office have several major offensives planned for the end of the year. But without supplies, they are doomed to failure.
Okay, so here's the history here. I'm not going to be reading it just to abridge the video as much as possible. However, if you are interested, I would strongly recommend reading it. So go ahead and pause the video if you wish, and yeah, read it. It is pretty interesting, some of the history behind, well, for instance, how Winston Churchill got replaced and why. Here's the hints here. There's actually a bit more to this mission, but yeah, we'll jump right in.
Our game of cat and mouse with the Allies moves to the icy waters of the North Sea. Our navy, vowed gallant, does not have the numbers to match the grand fleet of the British on the open water. Instead, they must commit our warships to defensive roles, most importantly, to protecting our shipping.
Okay.
His Majesty Christian X has decreed that the Kingdom of Denmark is to remain neutral in this war. However, we are willing to trade with all parties in the conflict and will gladly accept food and wood for gold and iron. Exact change only, please.
The Kaiser has several major offensives in mind for the coming year. In order to ensure we have adequate supplies for the plans, at least 20 shipments of war material must be received. Once docks and navy yards are built, the shipments can start to arrive.
Okay, so simple enough. Let's get straight to it. First of all, so there's the ports. Okay, so here we are. So we have to get some citizens. Okay, so my main strategy is going to be as such. I'm going to get some citizens here, but they're going to mainly build defenses around here, which will be necessary. But my main effort, let's see, we'll go ahead and get some citizens getting wood. This is where the bulk of our gold is going to be coming from. And so far so good, I think. You can help by building 4 AA guns there and another 4 here. Or, oh, we don't have enough gold. Okay, well, we're going to need those AA guns because the British are going to be sending in lots and lots of bombers, and that is going to be a problem. Let's see. Go ahead and build a dock here. I'm going to go ahead and build docks just so I can get fish and speed this up a little bit more. And the points, I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting submarines this particular mission, so we will go ahead and start investing points in the submarines. So, galleys, transports, and subs. That's where we're going to be under. Okay, so I want the speed upgrade because that will make it difficult for certain ships, for some of the ships that are going to be going after us to actually outrun us. And we're also going to go with attack. Okay, so the main part of these guys is they're going to be gathering wood, which is going to be useful for us to get our...
As appropriate naval facility is now complete, shipments of war materials can commence.
Very good. Okay, we will also get more wood going there. And what else? We might as well get the last of these built. And what we will really be wanting, however, a lot of, too, by the way. And I might as well speed this up. We're going to want a lot of naval yards just to get the submarines built. Good news regarding submarines is that they take iron, which we still have quite a bit of. Okay, so we do actually have enough people here to get that ready. You go gather the iron. We are going to probably end up losing the first few batches of... we're probably going to end up losing the first few batches of transport ships, and that is all down to the fact that we essentially desperately need to build up our navy first before sending it out. And since we're using subs, we apparently need way more iron than what we have, or way more wood than what we've got. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Go ahead and finish off my anti-air defenses while at it. While they take wood, the wood that they... or while they do take wood, they also take gold. So I'm not going to be hurting that much for it, resource-wise. Now, one thing you could do in this particular mission is build an aerodrome. It isn't, however, going to... In my experience, though, once you get enough AA defenses like this, you can pretty much get away with oh. Go ahead and build one here, a settlement here, which will cause things to go a bit faster, I think. We'll need 2 more people there. What are you doing? Head there and head there. Okay, so we've got a steady stream there. Resources, good, good. Go ahead and... Since we need more iron, we are getting actually quite a few transport ships, it looks like. So that is good news. And once we get enough gold, we will go ahead and... get this upgraded, which will be pretty useful in making sure that our AA guns have the range we need. There we go. And while we are at it, yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
How can I help?
I'm not gonna waste wood on that. I am, however, going to get more citizens to what attacked us. Okay, so this is a problem. And it's a problem that is entirely because I don't have adequate counter to frigates right now. Bad news is... Ooh, I better slow things down.
Send a U-boat to a dock or navy yard in Great Britain to transmit a coded message to one of our undercover operatives. He will know what to do.
So we have lost a good chunk of our anti-air defenses. However, we still have these 4 here, which should go a long way. We also have, even though they're not normally counters to frigates, since they're not shooting at my subs, I'll go ahead and keep using them. And they are going to keep destroying my AA guns. Well, we know exactly what they're after. They're wanting to use... Apparently they're really wanting to use aircraft. Okay. So, let's see what we should do here.
Ready. Okay.
So we do have 3 subs to play with. Let's go ahead and get the message sent to the docks. Okay. Kind of do need more men getting wood if I'm gonna be able to get things done fast enough here. We are building subs. That is the good news.
First officer setting course.
And thanks to both the speed and the attack boost.
Setting course.
Okay, so let's actually see if we can improve that a little bit further.
Plotting new course. Setting course.
Yeah.
Plotting new course. Setting course. Plotting new course.
So we have gotten half the transports that we need. Or about, anyways.
Plotting new course.
Good news is that there's no limit to complete time. Sorry, there's no real time limit on this particular mission either. So we have plenty of time to work with when it comes to
Plotting new course.
getting this mission done. That's the good
Setting
news.
course. Plotting new course.
Unfortunately, we also have to run the gamut of these guys. And there goes my submarine. Go ahead and... or not, I guess. Go ahead and upgrade the health on these guys while we're at it, just to give them a fighting chance to... And, of course, they come to try to take out my... Oh, I see why. Those were accidentally dreadnoughts. That's my mistake. Yeah, these are the frigates. My mistake on that.
Plotting new course.
Ready.
I was wondering why they weren't shooting at them earlier, but yeah, now I know why. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take care of that.
First officer here. Setting course.
I might as well use 2 subs rather than just 1, however. And I'll just...
Plotting new course.
No, I'll keep you guys here for now, and now we'll go ahead and upgrade that.
Our course setting course.
And we'll just head this way.
Course.
They are, of course, going to be very happy to use their aircraft to try to defeat us. We are actually getting pretty close to fully upgrading these subs, so there we go. Now we've got the now we're going to have fully upgraded subs.
Plotting new course.
Okay, we'll go ahead and, since we've got these guys
Right away.
doing that, we'll go ahead and get more wood, and I want to actually be able to get the spy mission done.
First officer here. Plotting new
At least they are getting through fast, and oh, it is actually going to be able to catch them.
First officer
Or is it?
setting course.
Ah, here we go. So we've made it to the dock.
Ah, it is the signal I have been awaiting. I must proceed to the nearby capital and plant my
Okay, we
quarry
have to get a
document
move
there.
on very quickly, or
When
else
the
this
supply
guy
lines
will
are in
die.
disarray, it should relieve some of the pressure on my countrymen.
Unfortunately, despite being a spy undercover, he is getting shot at by literally anyone and everyone in the area. Okay, so it's either the airport or the capital, I think. Ooh, this is bad news.
Your secret is safe.
Yeah, with all stealth, even though literally everyone is shooting at you right now. I love how the British are literally bombing their own cities right now, but he's made it.
Success. The fall supply orders I planted will divert the fuel needed by the British Air Forces to other bases in Britain. That should keep the skies in this sector clear for quite some time.
Awesome. That means that we're going to be in the position to just wreck what's left here without having to deal with... Ooh. Yeah, let's go ahead and sink that. Okay, so how many subs of ours made it?
Plotting new course. Setting course.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and get these guys back here. We'll get as many subs as possible made here, and then we'll focus on dealing with the fleet here, since, well, with the Royal Air Force, or Royal Flying Corps at the time, it wasn't the Royal Air Force until 1918. Once we get the Royal Flying Corps, since the Royal Flying Corps is dealt with, all we have to do is deal with the Navy that's blocking the northern route, and that should be pretty good. And we've already got one more transport that's going to make there, and we've already got another one there, so that means we've got... Well, I guess we're down... Once this guy here makes it, we'll be down to 3, and this guy will bring it down to 2, so that's pretty good. Okay, so how many subs do we have right now?
Our course, sir.
6 subs. I think that's going to be enough to take on the British. So let's go ahead and deal with the northern pass here.
Plotting new course.
Just sink the ships that are there. We know there's going to be dreadnoughts. We know that there's going to be frigates. I'll just focus on killing the frigates first, and that should fix the problem.
First officer here.
Let's see, trying to think here. Yeah, the enemy frigates should be able to actually outrun us, which is unfortunate. Oop.
Plotting new course.
This should make things a bit easier. Yeah, I mistook those. You can see, you can understand my mistake. They do look kind of similar. The difference is with the frigates, they kind of have the wooden decks, whereas the dreadnoughts are textured with metal decks. That's the real difference. That's the real easy to spot difference, anyways.
The supplies for the coming offensives have been successfully delivered, and just in time. Intercepted messages indicate that the former British First Lord of the Admiralty, Winston Churchill, has been pushing for greater use of a new weapon in the war: tanks. It would seem Churchill was in the wrong branch of the service.
You know, interesting enough, Winston Churchill was actually historically pushing for tanks. He was an early advocate for that, so it is a nice little touch that this game actually addresses that. Although it was kind of supposed to be a secret weapon at this point, and the Germans weren't supposed to know about it, and from what I understand, at least on the ground level they didn't, anyways. Okay, so we are going to have plenty of points to play with to give our infantry the much needed attack and range, so that is actually very good news. So let's see how we did. Summary. Okay, so we did get society, but the Grand Fleet got economy of all things, whereas the British flyers got military, which is bizarre. But we got 12 kills, where we only lost two things, which I'm pretty sure are the submarines there. Army size 28 for the Grand Fleet, where we had 15 subs. Oh, and the Royal Air Force actually matched them on that. However, we did get society in terms of research count, citizen count, and hero count, so that's good. Wasn't a particularly long battle, though, was it? Alright, so this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.